So this is the agenda for today. I'm going to talk about personalization, the difference between personalization and customization, and I'm also going to share some industry-based use cases as examples and how patrons can help you to personalize your website along with the feature top. And to conclude the presentation, I'm going to talk about how feature-rich patrons can be. So, what is personalization? Let me start with an example. This is a UK based website called Very.co. As you can see, they use personalization to predict the customer behavior and to show targeted products and offers. So, customers from a very hot country will have categories and products like the summer sunscreen flip flops, whereas visitors from the cold country will be seeing and receiving offers on winter jackets and pullovers. And apparently, making their website personalized brought a huge uplift on the conversions that year. So, to define personalization, it is when you track the customer information, that is, the location, interest, behavior, and analyze the needs, likes, current trends based on their website or on navigation, product search, and provide them with a good website experience with the right offers and content that resonate with the audience. So, when you talk about the foundation of personalization, it is the behavioral data that we track from our customers. The step is to segment customers with similar behavior and needs. This helps you to understand the products and offers that you need to create and deliver to your customers. The second step is when you start creating trigger messages like a pop-up banner with relevant images and coupons. When you can also come back and check the performance of the triggered messages and the website variation. Analyze its conversion rate. Keep reiterating to find the winning formula. I remember reading an example actually on McKinsey a few days back where a leading apparel retailer, went through four different reiterations until they found the winning formula, which ended up yielding twice the impact of the first iteration. So you never know. Keep reiterating your content till you find the winning formula. Step 4. The software you choose to deploy this plays a very important role. You need to make sure that every tool that you use to collect the website and user behavior analytics is well integrated to ensure that your software meets the right requirements and parameters to deliver triggers more efficiently. So, what should you not do in personalizing a website? You must never hyper personalize. Hyper personalize is when you start being too invasive and micro target a customer or a specific segment. All you need to do is focus on how you can meet their needs without making it too personal. And do not limit your ideas to one particular segment. For your website personalization, you start off by segmenting your audience based on their preferences. But don't limit your ideas or your efforts to any particular segment. Experiment with similar ideas for different segments for better conversions. And you should never violate a user's privacy. For example, don't collect the customer data that you don't need. Also, with the stringent privacy laws, you need to make sure that you get the consent from the customers before using the data. And if you're using a third party software, make sure that you read the terms and conditions to know how they use the customer's data and make sure that they are in line with your own principles. So what you should do, track relevant data. Ensure that the data that you track correlates with the website personalization goals. Also, if you're using a software like Zoho PageSense or any third-party tools to collect data, your tools must be well integrated to have a clearer view of the overall data. Execute automated tests. Website personalization is all about testing periodically to drive good conversions. You never know when your experiment will achieve the desired conversion rate. So you can always set a particular timer and automate it. And also tailor your content strategy. Tailor messages that are relevant to your target audience. Make sure that you are consistent with your messaging across different social media platforms to avoid confusion and misconceptions. So, difference between personalization, customization is what some people are always confused about. Personalization is when the business makes the changes that might suit your preferences based on your previous website interactions, such as past purchase history, product clicks, interests. Whereas customization is when you modify a product or a service according to your liking and your needs. Let me just give a perfect example. So, when you walk into a small cafe for the first time, you tend to read the entire menu, right, to see what you want, and you choose a dish that you like, and you can also customize it the way you want it. For example, add more cheese, a little bit pepperoni here and there, and yeah. So, and then you ask your waiter for a window table along with your favorite monthly magazine. So, this is an example of a customized experience. So, a personalized experience is when you walk into the same cafe a few days later and the waiter remembers your previous order customizations, your preferable seat, and your favorite magazine and offers all these to you without having you to ask. So, this gives a personal touch to the customer experience. So, I'm going to walk you through some industry based use cases here. So obviously, I'm going to start with e-commerce. When you talk about personalization in e-commerce, it generally starts with product recommendations, right? And tailoring discounts to meet individual needs. Category menu personalization based on visitor interests. Most of the e-commerce websites, most of the online clothing store does this. And personalizing content based on audience segmentation, and also sending real-time notifications to customers when they're on the website. So these are the very common methods that e-commerce uses, B2C industry use. Also, there's so many stats and visitors out there, which proves that website personalization has become one of the most significant marketing tactics in the current B2C industry. And travel. Most travel plans personalize the website using real-time visitor data to make the communication more effective and help the visitors choose the right package. When you talk about how they track IP addresses, I'm pretty sure when you visit some websites, and some websites actually create travel recommendations for you based on the places that a visitor has frequently visited or searched on the internet for particular information. And the second method is to analyze a user's search history on the website. So travel websites actually track a customer's chosen travel days or destination searches on the website. And a few websites actually capitalize on social proofing, such as the number of customers who have purchased the package displaying the hotel rooms left. Or customer testimonials are very common everywhere, e-commerce, travel, anywhere. And so they captate on customer testimonials or reviews to create urgency and drive faster conversions. B2B. Although B2B is a very tough market to please, once you offer a personalized website experience, it helps you develop a stronger relationship with the customers even before the sales process. So most B2B website personalization strategy is the most common one is to help visitors find relevant content by offering one-on-one recommendations. So, for example, bloggers out there, most of the some blogging websites, right? So they don't showcase the content guides on one page. So I forgot the URL of the website, but this is what I found. So they just cut the data that I previously visited, downloaded, and viewed, and everything, and they showcase the content relative to that data. Um, so throughout the entire site. So this is one of the personalization that I found in most of the SaaS and blogging industries. Entertainment. Entertainment means Netflix mostly or Spotify, right? So here's an interesting fact that I came across, learned about Netflix in Forbes. Did you know that Netflix actually runs 250 A/B tests per year? Apparently, they don't use age or gender to its recommendation system. So what do you think they focus on? User behavior. They use data from 300 million user profiles. They know when you hit a pause or play button, when you are more likely to stop watching a title, the movie halfway through, or when you're more likely to add a movie to your watch list and so on. So these days, online platforms will regularly recommend songs, movies, or TV shows that the customer that they think the customer will enjoy. So some companies actually offer extremely curated one-on-one recommendations, which means no other user will have the same suggestion list. Example, Spotify, right? So this tactic introduces customers to the newest or trending songs and matches the likes and interests based on their individual tastes. And also most social media platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, they use this to they use this to implement algorithms that focus on customer experience to great effect. uh, so when you talk about expectations and personalization versus paid sense, so what are the most, I mean, what do you or I expect when you land on a website? Basic one, easier website navigation, right? And also, like, I would really like it if they tailor messages according to my needs and targeted promotions. So triggering offers that are more relevant to my liking. Yes, I'm more likely to purchase it if that happens. And timely communications. Fourth one. So did you know that actually, by the way, patrons actually in patrons you can segment and trigger messages at even a specific hour of the day. You can send a message to those who are active on a website at night, or a different one to the night owls. So you never know. And yes, personalized personally addressed messages are always to the or always, it's most like more like a necessity, right? And behavior based triggered messages like promoting specific clothes range to targeted demographics, or triggering retargeting campaigns when they're away. Yes. And website engagement like triggering surveys or polls asking if my previous service or purchase was good, and so on. By the way, patience has all these things covered in one bundle. So I'm just going to walk you through a small feature tour of how the personalization works in Patience. Let me just play the video for you. Log on to Zoho Patience and click on Personalization on the left tab. Now click on New Personalization to start a new experiment. Give it a name and add a description of what the experiment is all about. The next step is to add the page URL that you would want to conduct the experiment in. So to create a new experience, start with a name and provide a description. And once you're done, hit create. So now you need to select the specific group of visitors you would want to run this experiment with. So I'm choosing the returning visitors. And once you're done, click next. Now you'll be taken to a visual editor where you can easily make changes to the website without having to type a single line of code. You can also preview your website on different devices here, and there's also an undo and redo option just in case. So obviously a returning visitor need not have to sign up again, right? So I'm just going to remove this. And I also want to add a welcome back message when they visit the website again. So let's replace we are offline with welcome back on the chatbot. So once you're done, click save and done. Just so you know, you can create multiple experiences under one experiment to target multiple audience in patients. For example, I can create another experience for the US visitors alone. But just ensure that you give an apt name and a good description so it will be easier for you to keep tabs on. Okay, the next step is to set goals. Goals help you assess whether this variation for the returning visitor might work or not. There are different types of goals that you can track. Like for example, element clicks on specific link, time spent on a page, or you can also create an own custom goal. For now, I'm going to select element clicks. I'm just going to give it a name here and add the page URL. I'm going to use the element selector to choose the element that I want to track. So basically, I want to track the number of times a returning visitor clicked on the sign in button. So I'm going to choose that and click save. Now that we have a goal set up, we'll be taken to the summary page which shows whatever we have done till now. Or you can make some edits, whatever, or preview it, and then you can just go ahead and click on the launch button. And this is the reports section. Since I just created the experiment, it'll take some time for the data to load. Meanwhile, let me just show you the summary tab of another experiment that we ran some time back. You can see two different tabs here, analysis and heat map. Under analysis, you can get an overview of the personalization metrics. There's also you can also view the graph based on goal performance by visitors, conversions, and conversion rate. And under experience performance, you can view and compare experience performance metrics of the original and its variations. And you can also view the performance across audience segments, so you can understand which audience contributes to a major part of the personal experience. The heat map and personalization provides a visual representation of your visitor's behavior for the original and personalized version of the website. So you can view the attention map to observe which section has the most engagement, and the scroll map to learn how far your visitors scroll for both original and the personalized version of the website. So this using this information, you can find which areas of the website you need to improve, whether visibility is right or not, whether you should need to find a better place to place your CTA for higher conversions, and so on. And that's about it. So, did you know that 89% of the digital businesses are actually investing in personalization? So, when you don't show relevant offers and products, and if you're not enabling the location based search, you would actually lose out on a lot of potential customers. So, never underestimate the power of personal touch. This marketing tactic actually lets you to take advantage of your existing traffic and convert your website visitors to customers. I mean, according to McKinsey, companies that grow faster drive 40% more of the revenue from personalization. The entire the steps, personalization steps, everything looks very daunting when you view personalization at a scale, because you assume that it costs a lot of money and investments, but you can always start small because successful players often start small. So before I end the webinar, let me just give you a brief intro of what PageSense is. PageSense helps you to optimize a website, personalize pages, suit your target audience, and boost the overall conversion rate. So to boost a CRO, you need tools to track, analyze, optimize, and engage. Right? That's exactly what personalization does. It comes with a set of tools to track, analyze, and personalize. Uh, One of the main reasons why customers love our product is that we have a lot of tools that you need on one platform at such an affordable price without having to rely on any other third party integrations. So as you can see here, we have under analyze, we have website analytics to track your website performance, goals, funnel analysis to find and fix the bottlenecks of the website. Under track, we have heat map, scroll map, attention map, form analytics to find the reason why the customers aren't signing up to your form, session recording to Pavitra actually ran the session last time. Session recording helps you to understand how visitors are navigating through your website. And under optimize, we have A/B tests and split PL tests. Under engage, we have push notifications, polls, pop-ups, website personalization. So we have all these features under one platform. So with this slide, we are done. I really hope you like this webinar, and thank you so much for joining us.